Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's broadcast of the Epic Basketball League 1971-72 season. My name is Dave Little, and I am coming to you live from the Dave Cave with action between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. Before we get started, fans, I'd like to take a moment to recognize this occasion of September 11th. It was 19 years ago today that the United States suffered a terrorist attack and nearly 3,000 lives were lost. And I'd like to take a moment today to remember that somber occasion, the lives of those who perished as a result of the attack, and of course the lives of the first responders who gave themselves in sacrifice to their fellow Americans. So thank you all for your sacrifices. Those of you who had friends and family impacted by that, our thoughts and prayers are with you today. Now let's get on to some basketball. We are in the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season. And tonight we see the Los Angeles Lakers visit the Chicago Bulls. And as you can see from the standings, these are the top two teams in the Gold Division. And Chicago, along with New York, is nipping at the heels of the Lakers, trying to get to that top spot and the number one overall seed for the Epic Basketball League playoffs. For those of you who are new to the Epic Basketball League, this is a 20-game season using a relegation format. So the teams in the Gold Division are the top teams in the league. They play each other for 20 games. The Silver Division is the mid-card, if you will, and the Bronze Division is the lowest tier of teams. And after 20 games, all teams will be entered into the playoffs. As we say hello to Philip Reynolds in the chat room. The playoffs begin with the Bronze Division, and the two teams that come out of the Bronze Division playoffs will move up and face the Silver teams, making an 8-team bracket. The top two teams from that bracket move up to play in the Gold bracket, and that will be an 8-team playoff with the winner to be crowned the champion for the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season. At the beginning of next season, there will be movement among the divisions. The bottom two teams from the Gold and Silver divisions will drop down to the lower division. The top two teams from the Bronze and Silver divisions will move up. So as you can see, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, they look pretty safe. Cincinnati is a sure bet to drop down from Gold to Silver. And Milwaukee and Atlanta are going to be duking it out to see who gets that fourth place slot in the Gold Division and avoids relegation and, avoids that extra tier of playoffs to get to the championship round. Milwaukee, of course, are defending champions in the Epic Basketball League from the 1970-71 campaign. So as of tonight, Los Angeles is the top team in the league, and a remarkable team this is. They've got the best record in the league, 9-2 against all of the top competition in the Gold Division, and they are led by three fabulous players. Wilt Chamberlain, who leads the league with 17.1 rebounds per game. And actually, they've got three guys in the top 25 in scoring. Jerry West is number 17 at 20.5 points per game. Gail Goodrich, the leading scorer, is 13th in the league at 22.2 points. And Jim McMillan is number 23 in the league at 18.5 points per game. Overall, the LA offense is fourth in the league at 117.1 points per game. And Jerry West is number 2 in the league at 9.4 rebounds per game. The Chicago Bulls are led by two guys in the top 7 scorers in the league, Bob Love and Chet Walker. Both are upwards of 23 points per game. Chicago has the second best offense in the league. So it should be a high-scoring affair tonight as we come to you from Chicago Stadium. Let's get things underway. First, we will go through the autoplay games for today's date of December 5th. And of course, we'll save LA and Chicago for the last. We'll start off with the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. As we mentioned, Atlanta tried to climb up into that 4th spot in the Gold Division and overtake Milwaukee. Let's see how this game plays out. Atlanta off to the early lead. And Atlanta wins it. Big win, 40-point victory for the Hawks as they move to now 5-7 on the season. So we'll finish that one off. I don't know what happened with the glitch in the replay there. Now we'll look at the two top teams in the Silver Division, Houston and Baltimore, two teams that are trying to climb up into Gold Division play for the next season. And we'll take a look. It's a close ball game in Houston. And at the end of that, it is Baltimore winning by 1 point on the road over Houston. As it looks like Elvin Hayes on the final sequence was whistled for a double dribble and costing his team the opportunity to get the final shot of the game as Baltimore gets the win. Cleveland and Portland, a couple of Bronze Division teams. We'll see how these guys do. And it is a victory for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers as they will move to 4-6 and drop Portland even further down in the ranks of the Bronze Division. Now let's take a look at Golden State and Philadelphia. This is a big game for Philadelphia as they are trying to climb up into the promotion tier of the Silver Division. But they are having a hard time of it against the visiting Warriors, and it is Golden State with a 129-106 victory. And finally, next up, Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Cincinnati has only one win on the season, and that was against, I believe, the LA Lakers. Let's see if Cincinnati can pull another miracle. They're off to an early lead. Milwaukee looks like they're coming from behind, and it ends with a 2-point win for Cincinnati. As they are tied, Van Arsdale makes the game-winning layup. And Cincinnati picks up their second win of the season. And finally, we go to Phoenix, as the top two teams in the Bronze Division will duke it out. And they are battling with Detroit to see who gets the Silver Division spots for 72-73. And another closely contested game through the third quarter into the fourth, coming right down to the wire. And Phoenix is your home team winner. And they maintain the top spot in the Bronze Division. So that is all for our auto plays. Let's head to Chicago Stadium for tonight's main event, action between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Chicago Bulls. We will take a look at the starting lineups for Los Angeles. Jerry West, of course, is your point guard alongside Gail Goodrich. And Jim McMillan, there's your three top 25 scorers for the Lakers. Happy Hairston is your power forward, and Wilt Chamberlain, the big man inside. And we take a look at Chicago. Norm Van Leer runs the point for the Bulls. First team all-defense in 1971-72. He is accompanied in the backcourt by Jerry Sloan, also first team all-defense. So West and Goodrich are going to have a time of it tonight, facing off against Van Leer and Sloan. Your forwards are your two leading scorers, Chet Walker and Bob Love. And the big man inside, Tom Burwinkle, out of Tennessee, fourth-year man, 11.2 rebounds per game in the regular season for the Bulls. I think we are ready to rock and roll here from Chicago Stadium. A quick drink of Diet Mountain Dew, and we are underway with Los Angeles controlling the tip in the purple and gold, moving from right to left on your computer screen. And it is Jerry West running the offense. Quickly he goes to Goodrich, their leading scorer. Goodrich from the outside tries to get into the lane. Gets the ball back out to West, and West loses it out of bounds, and that's a turnover. So an empty first possession for Los Angeles. Let's see if the Bulls can do better. Van Leer runs the point. He is facing off against Goodrich on the switch. Swings it down low to Bob Love. Backing down against Happy Hairston. Love in the low post. The one-hand runner is up and off the back rim, no good. The offensive board is taken by Van Leer, and he clears it out for a fresh 24-second shot clock. Van Leer has room out on top. Against Jim McMillan on the switch. He gets it down to Love on the baseline.
Bob Love.
Love with the jump shot is good. Van Leer gets the assist. And we have the first basket of the game tonight. Going to Bob Love. Here come the Lakers on their second possession. Working the ball inside. Looking down low to Chamberlain. Can't find him. Instead, they push it back out to Jerry West. West is going to take it into the lane against Van Leer. He thinks he can do something on the penetration. He cannot, as his pass over to Hairston is off the hands of Hairston and out of bounds. Chicago takes over possession. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Lakers. As Dave Garner's in the chat room saying, "Let's go Braves." How are you, my man? Good to see you. Happy weekend. All right, here comes Norm Van Leer and the Bulls. And the open man for the Bulls again is Love on the baseline. Working down low against Hairston, and he's tied up. Actually, Chamberlain got over on the help and tied him up, and it will be a jump ball. And that jump ball is controlled easily by Chamberlain. Back comes Los Angeles. They swing it around to Goodrich on the wing. Moving to his side, and it's stolen by Chet the Jet Walker. That's 3 turnovers for L.A. Walker on the break with Borowinkle. They're not going to accomplish anything with that combination. So Walker pulls it out, sends it back out to Van Leer on top, and Chicago will run a set piece. They're going to look inside to Love once again. Love in with the tall trees, shoots up over McMillan, gets
Bob
the bounce
Love
and goes.
From Borowinkle.
4 points for Love. It is 4-0 Chicago. And here comes the LA offense once again. West is still looking to make something happen on the drive. He penetrates, gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
West.
First basket of the night for the Lakers. It's a 4-2 ball game. Coming back the other way. Borowinkle's inside. Chamberlain's all over him. They swing it back around for a second look. Van Leer looks to distribute. Finds Sloan on the wing. Sloan being played by Hairston on the switch. There's only 4 on the shot clock. Sloan's going to have to take it into the hole. He runs over Hairston. The shot is up and no good. But he is fouled on the play by Hairston, and it will be Jerry Sloan going to the line to shoot 2. Sloan only a 66% free throw shooter on the season. His first shot is good. Number 2 for Sloan is good. Chicago leads now 6-2. 2 minutes gone by, first quarter. Back come the Lakers. Open on the perimeter is McMillan. Jim McMillan takes it into the rim. His shot from in the paint is no good. Walker hits the deck. No foul called. Shot's no good. Borowinkle takes the rebound. In transition, Chicago has numbers. Sloan is in the lead. Sloan tries to get it to Borowinkle. It's a bad pass and out of bounds to Los Angeles. First turnover of the game for the Bulls. As you know, the Lakers have already turned it over 3 times. Now the Lakers are back in control. Still trailing 6-2 early in this one. And they are going to look to Goodrich on the perimeter. He's their leading scorer. Oh, he drives into the lane, lays it up and good.
Goodrich.
Nice move to get around Jerry Sloan. That all NBA defender Sloan looked a step slow on that one, and Goodrich took advantage for the basket. Sloan now with it outside, facing up against Goodrich. Looking inside to Chet Walker. Walker working down low, shuffles his feet, no call. Rises up, gets it off the glass, no good. But a foul is called on Chamberlain, and it will be Chet Walker headed to the free throw line. Walker, a very good free throw shooter, 85% on the regular season. And his first shot is good. That's 17 straight for Walker. Number 2 for Walker is good. That's his first 2 points of the ball game. And Chicago has doubled up LA 8-4. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Chamberlain with it down low. Backing down against Burwinkle. Tough assignment for Chamberlain. But he manages to get it over to his left hand and slams it home with the dunk. Dynamic offensive move there by Wilt Chamberlain. And it is an 8-6 ball game. As Chicago works it in down low to Love. Love steps into the lane. Finger roll is up and off the glass and good.
From Van Leer.
6 points for Love. Chicago back on top by 4. LA coming back with it. Goodrich working against Sloan. Wants to get inside, comes off a pick from Chamberlain. But the ball is kicked away by Burwinkle and out of bounds to Los Angeles. They'll have 13 seconds to shoot. Bob's Tabletop Sports. Good evening, Bob. Someone needs to tell Chamberlain he isn't all-star material, and then he will go off on poor Chicago. So, Bob, you're not a Chicago guy? They're your neighbors, in a sense. Here's Los Angeles back with it. Burwinkle guarding Chamberlain. Chamberlain with it on the low block. Somebody tell him he's not an all-star. He pump fakes, and he gets that one to go.
Chamberlain
drains the finger roll. He leads the LA Lakers with 4 points, and he is playing like an all-star whether Bob likes it or not. 10-8 is your score. As Chicago comes back, they've led all the way, but LA is keeping pace. They look inside to Walker. Gets the pass from Van Leer. Turns, shoots off the glass, off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by Hairston. And LA comes back with a chance to tie. LA working the perimeter. They get it to McMillan. Down inside against Chet Walker. He's going to kick it back out to West. West with it on the outside. Drives into the lane. Lays it up and good. And
West
we are tied at 10.
Goodrich.
That's 2 nice moves to the hoop that West has gotten loose and converted. And we are now tied. Chicago with it. Looks inside once again to Love. He's been the hot hand so far. He rises up and his shot is tipped by Chamberlain. Gets out of the way. And Walker takes the rebound. The offensive board for Chet Walker. Chet Walker tries to drop it back off to Love. Bad pass kicked out of bounds. And that is a turnover as we say hello to Al, Red Sox fan. Got lots of great people in the chat room tonight. Great channels represented here. Dave Gardner, Philip Reynolds got a new mic. He's back in action. Bob's Tabletop Sports, always entertaining. And, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Al, Red Sox fan, the man who encouraged me to get started with this stream. So if you enjoy the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, Al, Red Sox fan, is one of the people you have to thank. And if you enjoy watching me do Play.com sporting events, you've got Bob Hansen to thank for that. So lots of good pals in the chat room here tonight. And it is a privilege to be broadcasting for y'all. As Los Angeles comes back looking to take their first lead of the game, they're going to go back to West. He's been effective out there. West swings it over to Goodrich. Goodrich tries to take the jump shot. It's tipped away and blocked by Burwinkle out of bounds. It will be Los Angeles basketball, 13 on the shot clock. Gail Goodrich has it outside, working against Sloan. He's going to try and get into the perimeter. He takes it to the hoop. The little kiss is up and good.
Goodrich.
And LA is up 12-10. They've got their first lead of the night. Chicago hit a bit of a dry spell here after getting off to the early lead, and they now trail for the first time in the game as Chet Walker looks to do some work on the outside. He shoots the jump shot from the baseline. It's good.
Chet Walker.
4 for Chet Walker, and once again we're tied. This should be a good ball game throughout the night. The open man on the baseline now is Hairston, being guarded up by Bob Love. He's going to swing it back out to West. West on the outside drives. This time he lost it out of bounds off his own leg. That's another turnover for the Lakers, and the Bulls regain possession, in spite of the fact that according to Bob's Tabletop Sports, Chicago sports suck, except for the Cubs. That puts you one step ahead of my beloved city of Cincinnati, where all sports suck. All right, here's Chicago with the basketball. Love is the open man inside, working on the low block against Hairston. He can't get the shot off. He swings it back out to Van Leer.
From Van Leer
over to Sloan. Sloan with a jump shot. That's up and good. 4 points for Jerry Sloan. Chicago regains the lead. LA with it now with West. Over to Goodrich. Goodrich on the wing. Let's fly with a jumper. Oh, around and out. And on the rebound, we have got a loose ball foul called, and that is going to go against Burwinkle. That is his first of the game. And it will be Happy Hairston to the line to shoot one. And here's a little glitch in the Action PC basketball interface that happens from time to time. Hairston is going to take this free throw from just in front of the Los Angeles bench. We'll see if he can connect from 28 feet on the free throw. And it's good. All right, he gets that one to go for his first point of the night. And it is still a 1-point lead for Chicago, 14-13, now under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Open man for Chicago is Love. Love's got it in the low post. Turns and faces up. Short jump shot is good.
Butterbean from Burwinkle.
Butterbean from Burwinkle, and it is 16-13 Chicago. How can you not like a guy named Butterbean? How can you not love a guy named Butterbean when his surname is Love? All right, here comes Los Angeles. Goodrich is off to somewhat of a quiet start. He wants it on the wing, and he's going to take it inside. He drives to the hoop. Love cuts him off. Goodrich stops and pops. He gets it to drop. Off the glass and good. That's 6 for Goodrich. 16-15. Back come the Bulls. With it inside is Chet Walker. Walker backing down on McMillan. He pump fakes once, twice. Shoots from in close. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken by McMillan for the Lakers. Los Angeles setting it up. Once again, they look to Goodrich. On the wing. Fires it out to West. West throws up the jump shot. Draws the contact from Walker. No good, but there's a whistle and a foul, and that will go against Chet Walker. And it will be Jerry West shooting 2 for the Lakers. Jerry West with the first shot is good. As we say hello to TribeFan879 in the chat room. Welcome, my friend. Second shot for West is good. Los Angeles regains the lead midway through quarter number 1. A little bit of a kerfluffle on the Chicago offense as Sloan had a step in the lane, but Burwinkle kind of got into the passing lane and they had to reset things. Now they get it to Love, who's working out on the perimeter, 14 on the shot clock. Love is going to try to pull the trigger from the baseline on his own, as there's not much going on for the Bulls, and that offensive possession was sloppy as Love misses the jumper that he forced up. Off the side of the rim, Hairston with the rebound. Here comes the fast break, outlet to Jerry West. LA has the numbers. West tries to get it ahead to Goodrich. Goodrich loses it out of bounds. That's another turnover for Los Angeles. Ball goes back to Chicago. And the open man on the outside this time is Chet Walker working on the perimeter. Walker facing up against McMillan. Drives to the basket. Hairston moves over in front. The short jump shot by Walker is no good, off the rim. And Gail Goodrich comes out with it for Los Angeles. LA sets up the offense. West gets it out on the top. Slides it over to Goodrich. Goodrich with the fadeaway is good.
West.
That is 8 points for Gail Goodrich to lead the Lakers now. He is their leading scorer, and LA has their biggest lead of the night, 19-16. Under 5.5 to play. Chicago having another little dry spell on the offensive end. They've got it to Burwinkle down low. Good passer for a big man. He finds Walker inside. Walker puts up the shot from in the paint. Turnaround jump shot is off the iron, no good. Goodrich with another rebound for Los Angeles, and they will walk it back up the court. Jerry West to set the offense. Calling a play, directing traffic. He's going to come off the screen, take his own jump shot from the top of the key. That's no good. Van Leer takes the rebound, but it's stolen away by McMillan. Los Angeles gets another possession. West with a fantastic pass to Goodrich on the perimeter, and he nails it.
Goodrich from West.
Goodrich is on fire. That is 10 points. He leads all scorers. Gail Goodrich, the veteran out of nearby UCLA, in his 7th season, averaged 25.9 points per game in the regular NBA season. And as we mentioned, he is the leading scorer on the Lakers in the Epic Basketball League. His 22.2 point per game average, good for number 13 in the league. Chicago now trying to dig out of this 5-point hole after getting off to a nice lead early in the contest. They've got Love with it on the baseline, working against Hairston. Another perimeter jump shot is off the iron, no good. And this time Hairston with another rebound. LA trying to take control of this game. West looking to distribute. Can't find an open man. He's going to take it to the hole against Van Leer. And he lowered his shoulder and he is called for the offensive foul. That is his first. 4 minutes to play now in the first quarter, and that means it is time for some substitutions. We will bring out the bench mob for both teams. The freewheeling Flynn Robinson will come into the game to run the point for Los Angeles. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Pat Riley. Elgin Baylor's retired. He retired 3 games into the season, so we'll not be using him tonight. It will be Keith Erickson coming in at the small forward. Coming in at the power forward is John Trapp. And the big man inside will be Leroy Ellis. Ellis, the veteran 10th-year man out of St. John's. So we've got the whole fresh battalion in for Los Angeles. And we'll do the same for Chicago. As Bob Weiss will run the point. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Jimmy King. Howard Porter will play the small forward. And Clifford Ray will man the center position. And it looks like we are short by a center. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, yeah, so we'll bring Jackie Dinkins in to play the small forward. Push Porter down to the power forward and Ray down to the center. And everybody should be good to go. And Chicago's second unit is on the floor. The open man inside is Jackie Dinkins. Dinkins looking to get the shot off. The rookie out of Voorhees, but it's stolen away by Flynn Robinson. Robinson, a dynamic, very exciting player to watch. 6-year man out of Wyoming. And he loves to shoot the basketball. In fact, he's going to call his own number on the very first possession. Can't get the shot off. Swings it down to Ellis inside. His jump shot is in and out. but he is fouled on the play by Clifford Ray, and it will be a two-shot opportunity for Leroy Ellis. First shot by Ellis is good. Second shot by Ellis is also good. He's got 2 points, and the Lakers have stretched the lead to 7. Chicago's going to have to do something here on the offensive end to cut back into this lead. Weiss looks around. Chicago's running the motion offense. They dump it down inside to Howard Porter. They're collapsing on Porter. His turnaround jump shot is good. Porter beat the double team.
Howard Porter from Dinkins.
And that ends a 10-0 streak for the Lakers and pulls Chicago back to within 5. Los Angeles with the ball, and they get it down inside to Trapp, John Trapp, working against Porter. Turns and faces, shoots from the baseline, it's good.
Trapp from Robinson.
Trapp from Robinson. Chicago is once again trailing by 7 as Weiss brings the Bulls offense back into the attack. Once again, the open man is Porter, trying to post up. Pump fakes against Trapp. He shoots and scores again.
Howard Porter
4 quick
from
points
Ray.
off the bench by Howard Porter. And it is 25-20. Los Angeles with the lead and the basketball. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. This time they're going to look inside to Trapp. John Trapp with it inside. He hits another one from
Trapp
the baseline.
from Erickson.
And both the bench units have come in and been effective at lighting up the scoreboard. Either that or they just play lousy defense, one or the other. Chicago's going to look outside to Jimmy King. Jim King drives to the basket, gets into the lane. His short jump shot is around and out, but there is a loose ball foul on the rebound. And that whistle is against Howard Porter. And it is Flynn Robinson who will go to the line for one shot for the Lakers. He sizes it up, takes a deep breath, and drains it. 28-20 now, Los Angeles with the 8-point lead. Chicago looks inside once again to Porter. He's been the spark plug here tonight for the bench. Porter's got a good look inside. He nails another one.
Howard Porter.
6 quick ones off the bench, and the lead is cut to 6. Now let's see if the Chicago defense can get anything done. Leroy Ellis has it inside, working against Clifford Ray. Ray, a solid defender coming off the bench, and he bottles up Ellis, and Weiss reaches in and stole it. Chicago has numbers. Weiss in the lead. He's got King and Ray. He dumps it off to King. King lays it up and good.
Jim King from Weiss.
First basket of the night for Jim King. Chicago back to within 4. They get it to Pat Riley, a familiar name for Lakers fans. Riley working against Jim King is going to take it into the lane. He comes across, gets to the elbow. Stops and pops. It's no good. Riley hits the floor hard, no foul. Rebound is tipped around and grabbed by Leroy Ellis. Ellis with the putback attempt is good.
Ellis.
6-point lead for Los Angeles as we come up on 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dinkins has it in the middle. He's knocked away and out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. 9 seconds on the shot clock. As Dinkins struggles to get it in, he gets it up on top to Weiss. Weiss on the perimeter. Takes the jump shot. It's way off. No good. Porter takes the rebound for Chicago. Porter puts it back up, and he drops it in.
Howard Porter.
How about Howard Porter? 8 points off the bench for the Bulls in barely 3 minutes of action. He is lighting it up here tonight. You can call him the microwave. Here's Flynn Robinson taking a jump shot from the top of the key. It's no good. Clifford Ray on the rebound for Chicago. Bulls with a chance to cut further into the lead. Motion offense. They swing it around to King. King faces up against Pat Riley. Takes it into the lane. The defense inside is weak with Chamberlain out of the game, and King
Jim
lays
King.
that one up and good. Chicago has cut the lead to 2 with under a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Well played first quarter. Here's another shot for Flynn Robinson. It's around and out, no good. But he was fouled on the shot by Weiss, and it will be Flynn Robinson to the line to shoot 2. Robinson with 1 point so far tonight. Now 2 points as he drains the first free throw. Can he make it 3 in a row? Yes, he does. And LA goes back on top by 4. As we enter the final minute of the first quarter, Bob Weiss with it out on top. Swings it around, gets it back. Working now against Erickson. Weiss has an opening from the free throw line. Shoots the jump shot. It's good.
Bob Weiss.
First points of the night for Bob Weiss. The lead is back to 2. LA with the lead in the basketball. Erickson has it on the perimeter. Looks for a cutter. Finds Riley. Riley takes it into the lane. Lays it up. And good.
Riley, from Erickson.
Nice movement without the ball by Pat Riley. That guy could be a coach someday. He's got such a basketball IQ. All right, 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. Chicago with the basketball, trailing now by 4, 34-30. High-scoring first quarter of play. Weiss has it out on top, working against Robinson. 13 on the shot clock. Weiss calls his own number. Shot from the top of the key is good.
Bob Weiss, from
Bob
Ring.
Weiss hits 2 in a row, and Chicago is keeping it close. 18 seconds to play. LA will hold for the last shot of the quarter. They get it inside to Ellis, but no, he missed the layup. Howard Porter takes the rebound. Can they get the shot off? He comes off the screen and
At the
cannot
end
get
of
the
the
shot
first
off.
quarter, Los Angeles 34, Chicago 32.
So very entertaining first quarter of play. Let's take a look at your box score. And the high point man of the quarter was Gail Goodrich with 10 points for LA. Jerry West with 6 points, 4 assists, but also 4 turnovers. As LA had a tough time taking care of the basketball. 7 turnovers in that first quarter. And the high point man for Chicago was Bob Love. And, of course, Howard Porter with 8 points off the bench for Chicago. Nice first quarter for Porter. LA had the better field goal percentage, 65-58. Fine shooting performance by both teams. But it was those 9 turnovers that enabled, or those 7 turnovers that enabled the Bulls to keep it close. And it's a 2-point game as we head into quarter number 2. Before we move into quarter number 2, we'll give you a quick recap of what is happening in Heartland Championship Wrestling these days. This past Wednesday night, we saw action from Pro Wrestling Mid-America from Austin, Texas, and lots of crazy things happened in the PWMA card this week. The Fabulous Freebirds, Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy, successfully defended the PWMA Tag Team titles with a win over Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez. And after the match, the 4 men went out drinking together. Vern Gagne got a victory to become the number 1 contender to the PWMA Heavyweight Championship. That championship will be defended on September 19th at the next Heartland pay-per-view broadcast, Heartland Havoc 100 Turn of the Century. That card will feature Nick Bockwinkel defending against Vader. Also on that show, we'll see Kurt Hennig defend the Atlantic Wrestling title against Dusty Rhodes. And in the main event, it will be the NWA World Heavyweight Championship as the Nature Boy Ric Flair takes on Ray the Crippler Stevens. Tomorrow, it will be Heartland Ladies Wrestling action coming to you from Detroit. Your main event will be for the Mistress of Mayhem Championship, and it will be a slobber knocker when the double tough champion out of Cincinnati, Kelly Klein, takes on quite possibly the meanest human being on planet Earth, Soraya Knight. And that will be a battle. Not sure if we'll get that one onto the channel. Depends on how my day goes tomorrow. It's my wife's weekend off, so we're looking forward to the opportunity to spend some time together throughout the course of the weekend. And of course, the broadcasting will will go on the back burner, depending on what else is happening. All right, here we go with quarter number 2, as Dave Gardner reminisces about Ray the Crippler Stevens, who gave Jimmy Snuka 3 back-to-back pile drivers back in the day of their feud. All right, so here we go with quarter number 2. And we'll have some more channel updates at halftime. We will stick with the second units until about the 8-minute mark, and then we'll bring the starters back in for both teams. And here we have the opening jump ball. It is controlled by the Lakers. Pat Riley with the ball on the wing, working against Jim King. Riley's going to look to put it on the deck. He fakes. He drives the lane. Porter gets over to cut him off, and Riley misses the jump shot. Rebound on the offensive glass is taken by Trapp. Trapp with the putback attempt is off the iron, no good. And that rebound is taken by Clifford Ray. And Chicago will walk it back the other way. Weiss sets up the offense. Looks to distribute. Finds Porter inside. The defense collapses on him. Porter steps through the double team, lays it up and good.
Howard Porter from Weiss.
Porter 5 for 5 off the bench. He's already in double digits with 10. And we are tied at 34. Lakers have it with Riley. Facing off once again against Jim King. Riley wants to take it into the lane. Comes off the screen by Erickson. Goes for the short jump shot. Clifford Ray comes over and makes him change the shot. Rebound for Jackie Dinkins by Chicago. And the Bulls have a chance to regain the lead. They dump it down inside to Clifford Ray. He of the long arms. Gets the ball coming off the screen. His jump shot
Clifford
from the baseline
Ray
is good.
from Weiss.
Ray's got his first 2 of the night, and the Bulls are back on top. The Bulls bench has dominated the Lakers bench, coming from behind to regain the lead here with 11:18 to play before halftime. LA on the offense. They dump it inside to Ellis. Good defense by the Bulls. Ellis tries to get it into the basket. His shot is blocked away by Ray. Robinson sneaks in for the rebound, dumps it back out to Riley. And LA has it now with 14 on the shot clock. Robinson's going to take it into the lane on his own. Weiss knocked it away and stole it. Nice recovery on the defensive side by Weiss. Chicago with the basketball, looking to extend that lead. Once again, they look to Porter. He's been the hot hand coming off the bench. They try to trap him. He makes a strong move to the basket, shoots, and knocks it down again.
Porter from Ray.
Howard Porter putting on a show here tonight in Chicago Stadium. He's got 12. He leads all scorers. As Chicago now regains a 4-point lead. LA looks to set up. They're going to go back on top to Robinson. He's their best offensive player off the bench. And once again, he has it stolen. This time, Jim King picked his pocket, and Chicago regains possession. Boy, the bench for the Lakers has just been beneath mediocre here tonight, as Chicago has taken control of this one. Bob Weiss now has an opening out on top. Swings it over to King. King from the outside nails the jump shot,
scores
and he is fouled on the play. Chicago looking to go up by 7. That will be their biggest lead of the game if King can complete the 3-point play. His free throw is off iron, no good. But Dinkins sneaks in for the offensive rebound. Dinkins tries to put it back up with the right hand. 10 feet out, he's good.
Jackie Dinkins.
All 5 players off the bench have scored for Chicago, and the Bulls have their biggest lead of the night, 8 points, 42-34. 10:28 to play in the second. And Los Angeles coach Bill Sharman is beside himself on the bench as his bench has let this lead get away. Here's Keith Erickson with it on the perimeter, looking for a cutter. Dinkins backs off. Erickson takes the jump shot and scores
Erickson.
it. And that ends a big run by the Chicago bench and finally silences the Chicago crowd. As the Bulls still have the lead by 6 and possession of the basketball, now 10:16 to play. On the outside with it is King. Comes off a screen, has an open look, puts it up from the perimeter and nails it.
Jim King.
That's 8 for Jim King. The Chicago bench has just been lighting it up here tonight. Flynn Robinson with it out on top. Crosses over on Weiss. Still trying to get in, and Weiss stole it again. That's 3 times Robinson has turned it over trying to penetrate. Chicago with the basketball. Weiss sets up the offense. They swing it around to Dinkins, back out on top to Weiss. Weiss has another open look. Oh, but this time Pat Riley reached in and stole it for Los Angeles. Weiss a little slow to pull the trigger on that one, and Riley picked his pocket. Los Angeles regains possession, still trailing by 8. They get it inside to Erickson. Erickson looking for help. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Lays it up with the right hand. It's blocked by Dinkins. Jackie Dinkins with a good help side defense. Clifford Ray comes in to clean the glass. And Chicago regains possession. Here come the Bulls. Weiss has it out on top. He's tied up by Flynn Robinson and will have a jump ball. 9:14 to play. Dinkins is showing some signs of fatigue, so we will go ahead and let him be substituted. It'll be Chet Walker back into the game for Chicago. Robinson controls the jump for Los Angeles. They dump it inside to Leroy Ellis. Working on the low block. Battling with Clifford Ray. Turns and shoots the jumper. It's good.
Ellis, from Robinson.
Leroy Ellis pulls LA back to within 6. Chicago looks again to Porter. They're collapsing on him. Finally, they get him to miss the shot after he made his first 6. Clifford Ray sneaks in for the offensive rebound. Ray with the putback. It's good.
Clifford Ray.
Clifford Ray with the putback. Chicago back on top by 8. And at the next dead ball, LA is going to bring their first unit back in. But right now it's in the hands of Robinson. Once again trying to get into the lane. This time he drives and dishes to Riley, and Riley puts in the jump shot. 46-40, Chicago with the lead and the basketball. They're going to look inside to Chet Walker. Back in the game. Defended by Erickson. Turns and fires. He nails that one.
The Jet, from King.
The Jet from King. It's 48-40. And now Los Angeles is going to take a timeout and get their subs into the game. So for Chicago, Van Leer returns to action, Jerry Sloan. And, of course, Bob Love and the big man inside, Tom Burwinkle. The first units are all back in for Chicago. And for Los Angeles, we'll get all the starters back in, Weston, Goodrich, McMillan, Hairston, and Chamberlain. We'll see if Chicago can hold on to this lead or if LA will climb back into it in the final 8 minutes of the second quarter. Hairston to inbound. Looks inside to Chamberlain. Taking care of the ball on the low block. Guarded by Bowerwinkle. Short jump shot by Chamberlain. Bounces through and good. That's 6 for Wilt. And the lead for Chicago is 6. Chicago sets up the offense. Van Leer with it on the perimeter. Oh, it's taken away by McMillan. And Los Angeles has numbers. Jerry West is in the lead. Looking to distribute. Finds Chamberlain. Chamberlain slams it home.
Chamberlain scores.
Chamberlain with the slam dunk and the foul on the play against Love. And Chamberlain will shoot one free throw. And those of you who remember the days of Wilt Chamberlain, he was a horrible free throw shooter. Let's see if he will be able to get this one to go. Only 42% on the season. And he missed that one badly. Rebound taken by Burwinkle. LA now back to within 4. As the Bulls come back on offense. The open man on the baseline is Walker. We have got a whistle and a player shaken up on the play. Norm Van Leer is hurt. It's the dreaded groin injury, but he will remain in the game. As he gets the ball out on top and looks to distribute. He finds Chet Walker inside. Walker comes off the screen. He's got the smaller Goodrich on him, but his shot will not go. Goodrich called for a foul before the shot. Smart foul by Goodrich. He was stuck on a mismatch, and he just grabbed Walker and wouldn't let him get the shot off. And that will be a one-shot opportunity for Chet Walker. Walker connects. That's his 7th point of the game. And Chicago holds a 5-point lead, 49-44. The open man out on top is Jerry West. Matched up against Van Leer. West from the outside, takes it inside, dumps it off to Hairston. Hairston's jump shot is around the rim and out. But we've got a foul on the play, and that will go against Van Leer. And Jerry Hairston will go to the line to shoot 2. Hairston, a reliable free throw shooter, if not spectacular. He gets the first to go for his 2nd point of the night. Second shot for Hairston is good. And Los Angeles cuts the lead to 3. 7:18 to play. Walker with it on the outside. Moves it back out to Van Leer on top. Van Leer looking to distribute. 13 on the shot clock. They get it over to Sloan. Sloan working inside. Shot clock running down. And it's stolen by Goodrich. Goodrich on the steal. Los Angeles has numbers in transition. West with it. And he is fouled on the play by Van Leer. That is 2 on Van Leer. And it is Gail Goodrich, actually, who will go to the free throw line. As Goodrich was trying to take it coast to coast, but Van Leer knocked him off his driving lane and is called for the foul. It will just be one shot for Goodrich. And Goodrich connects on that. That is his 11th points of the night. The Chicago lead is 2. With it on the outside is Sloan. Looking for help. Swings it back over to Van Leer. Van Leer takes it into the paint. Moving against West. West goes down hard. And West is called for the blocking foul. West is called for the block. And it will be a one-shot opportunity for Norm Van Leer. The shot for Van Leer is good. Chicago now leads by 3. 6:42 to play in the second quarter. The open man for Los Angeles is West. West calls his own number. Charity stripe extended. Van Leer stole it. We've seen a lot of pocket picking here tonight on both sides. 6 steals for both teams. And we're only midway through the second quarter of action. Van Leer looking to distribute. Passes to Walker outside. Jump shot by Walker is good.
Chet Walker, from Van Leer.
Give the assist to Van Leer on that play. Chicago back on top by 5. LA coming back. Goodrich comes off a screen. He's got an open look. His mid-range jump shot is good.
Goodrich scores.
And he is fouled on the play by Burwinkle. Burwinkle tried to fight his way through that screen, and he got Goodrich on the arm as Goodrich took it up. And that will be a three-point play opportunity for the UCLA graduate. The shot by Goodrich is up and good. 52-50 now. Chicago down to a 2-point lead with the basketball. 6 minutes to go in the second period. They want to get Love down on the perimeter. He's working the baseline. He had a nice first half. He steps into the lane and knocks that one home.
Bob Love
for his first
from
basket
Bullwinkle.
of the second half. Chicago back on top by 4. Lakers come back and look for Goodrich. Goodrich with the jumper. It's good.
Goodrich.
He is scorching the nets. He's made 5 straight. The lead is back to 2. Very competitive matchup here tonight. 2 best teams in the league so far. They get it down to Burwinkle on the low block. Chamberlain's all over him. Can't find a cutter, so he turns and fires. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Burwinkle gets his own rebound off the glass. He swings it out to Van Leer. Van Leer fakes and drives. He's called for the offensive foul, and that's his third. And Van Leer is going to have to come out of the game as he has picked up his third foul here in the middle of the second quarter. So Chicago will go to the bench, and it will be Bob Weiss back out to run the point for the Bulls. LA with the basketball, looking to tie the game. They look on the baseline to Hairston. Only 3 points on the game so far. He takes the 15-footer. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Chet Walker with the rebound for the Bulls. Bulls back on offense. Weiss calls his own number from 16 feet. He missed it. Good defense by West. Gail Goodrich takes the rebound for LA. We're under 5 to play in the second quarter. Still a 2-point lead for Chicago as LA looks to tie the contest. McMillan comes off the screen and he hits that one.
McMillan from West.
Hairston set the screen and McMillan buried it. That's the first 2 points of the game for McMillan tonight. Surprisingly, he has been the number 23 scorer in the league, averaging 18.5 points per game. But Gail Goodrich is doing all the work here tonight for Los Angeles as we are now tied with 4:32 to play before halftime. With it on the outside is Weiss. Looking to get into the lane. Steps around West. Layup is off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by Chamberlain. Los Angeles strikes back in transition. Goodrich tries to swing it over to McMillan. Back over to West, off his hands and out of bounds. Chicago basketball. I think we'll stop running that fast break for Los Angeles. They've turned it over more than they've converted. And it is Chicago basketball looking to regain the lead. Tied here at 54, 4:17 to play. Weiss gets it out to Love. Love working on the baseline. He's going to pull the trigger from 15. It's around the rim and out. Rebound taken by Hairston. Back we come to LA. They've got all kinds of options. They look again to Goodrich. He's their hot hand tonight. They get it down to West. West takes a jump shot from the corner. He nails it.
Hairston.
Good ball movement for the Lakers. They regain the lead. Sure enough, it's been the first unit outplaying the Bulls, and the second unit gave up the Laker lead. And now with 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2, it's a 2-point game as Chicago looks to tie. They've got Chet Walker with it on the wing. His 15-foot jump shot is good.
Chet Walker from Weiss.
And once again, we're tied. 56 all. Very high scoring game here. Both teams shooting above 62% on the night. Chamberlain has it inside. He is going to look for help. He's going to try and get it back out to West. West from the perimeter comes off the screen, gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
West.
That's 10 for Jerry West. LA back on top by 2. Chicago's offense comes back. They've got Weiss with it out on top. Steps around the screen, has an open look. His jump shot's good.
Bob Weiss from
Very
Sloan.
efficient offense by both teams. We're tied again at 58. 3:16 to play. Jerry West with it, swings it over to McMillan. McMillan from the wing. Has an open look. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Burwinkle. Chicago with numbers in transition. Weiss in the lead, dumps it off to Sloan. Sloan lays it up and good.
Jerry Sloan from Weiss.
6 assists on the night for Bob Weiss. Getting some extra minutes here due to the foul trouble being encountered by Norm Van Leer. And it is a 2-point Chicago lead with 3 minutes even to play in the second quarter. Goodrich has it on the perimeter. Chet Walker comes out to meet him. Goodrich has a step. Gets into the lane. Dumps it off to McMillan. McMillan's jump shot is no good, but Sloan got him on the hand. And that is his first. McMillan will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Opportunity to tie the ball game here with 2:48 to play in the half. First shot for McMillan is off the side of the rim, no good. A rare miss for Jim McMillan. McMillan converts the second. And it is now a 1-point game, 60-59 in favor of the Bulls. With the basketball back on offense. Weiss works against Goodrich. Lobs it into Sloan. Sloan back to Weiss. Weiss with the outside jump shot. It's good.
Bob Weiss from Burwinkle.
Bob Weiss heating up here in the second quarter. Chicago back on top by 3. LA wants Goodrich. Goodrich topside, shoots the jump shot and converts.
Goodrich.
18 for Goodrich. He is locked in, says the announcer. 62-61, under 2.5 to play. The open man for Chicago is Walker. Backing it in against McMillan. He's called for the offensive foul. Walker lowered his shoulder, and the referees didn't like that. Ball goes back over to Los Angeles. And it is now a 62-61 game. LA has a chance to take the lead on this possession. They get it back out to Goodrich. Goodrich back to West. West over to Hairston. Hairston back to Goodrich. Jump shot is too strong. Rebound taken on the play by Burwinkle after the fine defensive effort by Jerry Sloan to cut off that opportunity from Goodrich. Chicago pulls the ball back. 2 minutes to play in the half. Weiss with it out on top. Looking to set up Walker. Walker with the perimeter jumper. It's no good. Chamberlain takes the rebound. That's only 2 rebounds for Chamberlain tonight, partly because Chicago has been shooting 64% from the field, and there just haven't been that many opportunities. LA now looks to score. They circle it back around to West. West tries to get into the basket, shuffles his feet, turns it over. 13 turnovers now on the game for LA, and Chicago has made the most of them. Bulls with 20 assists on 28 field goals. Excellent ball movement here tonight for Chicago. They come off double screens on the inside, can't find an open man. Weiss calls his own number,
Bob
takes
Weiss.
a jump shot from the top of the key and drills it. Bob Weiss is getting it done here in the second quarter. Chicago back on top by 3. Just a minute and a half to go until halftime. The open man for LA is McMillan. He drives into the lane, runs into Walker. Layup is no good. No call on the play. Burwinkle takes the rebound. And Chicago has an opportunity in transition. Weiss with it. Tries to get it ahead to Boerwinkle. It's out of bounds, Los Angeles basketball. Another bad idea on the fast break. And that's another turnover. LA with it. They swing it over on the wing to Goodrich. Fantastic pass from West. Goodrich rises up, nails the jump shot.
Goodrich from
Give the
West.
assist to West on the play. 10.6 assists now for Jerry West. Goodrich with 20 to lead all scorers for LA. Chicago basketball with Love. Love on the inside. Had a stellar first half. Hasn't gotten it going here in the second quarter. Missed that one. And Chamberlain takes the rebound. LA with a chance to take the lead. We're in the final minute of the half. Jerry West on the drive. Pick and roll with Hairston. Ooh, Hairston got loose on the pick and roll, and Hairston lays it up and good.
Hairston from West.
It looked like Hairston was going to stay with the pick, but he dropped into the lane and found himself wide open in the paint for the easy two. LA back in the lead, 65-64. High-scoring game here as we have 34 seconds left to play in the half, 24 on the shot clock. Chicago setting up the offense. They look inside to Love. On the low block. Turns to his right, fires and scores.
Butterbean from Walker.
Basket for Butterbean puts Chicago back on top. And with 20 seconds to play in the half, LA will hold for the final shot of the period. Boy, I've got the yawns all
At
of a
the
sudden.
end of the first half,
Miller has it at half court.
Chicago
He is not going to be able to get the
66,
shot off.
Los
He was
Angeles
harassed on the
65.
defensive side by Jerry Sloan and could not get close enough in to get a shot off before the time expired. All right, it's halftime. 66-65 is your score. Chicago in the lead. As we take a look at the box score. Well, I have suddenly been beset by an attack of the yawns, and it's only 8:30 on a Friday night. Should have taken a nap before I came online. Goodrich is the leading scorer, leads all scorers with 20. Very, very nice 9 of 12 shooting performance. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. West with the 10 points, 7 assists, but 6 turnovers. Not a stellar night for Jerry West. And for Chicago, it has been a balanced scoring attack. Love with 12. Porter with 12 off the bench. Weiss with 10 points, 6 assists off the bench. And Chet Walker with 11 for the Bulls. Oh, another big yawn. My goodness, drink some more Mountain Dew. Get the wake-up juice going. Okay. Channel updates. I talked about Heartland Championship Wrestling. We may or may not get that on the channel tomorrow. Sunday, of course, My Journey with Jesus. God is Holy. And we will check that out this week. And sometime Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday night, we will have the next installment of the Historical Baseball Project weekly highlights. I don't know if you caught that show this past week. The Historical Baseball Project is a group of guys who replays Major League Baseball seasons using the Stratomatic software. And we are working on a replay of 1993 right now, and that is season number 84. We've got 84 seasons worth of actually 83 seasons worth of statistics in our league database. Working on number 84. And I am playing all of the home games for 1993 for both the National League Cincinnati Reds and the American League Texas Rangers. So that comes out to about 12 games or so per week, and I usually can knock those out on the weekend. But on Monday night, we'll have the highlight show, and there's already been some surprises. Of course, the first week of the season, The Rangers' Roger Pavlik threw a no-hitter against the Baltimore Orioles. First no-hitter of the season in the Historical Baseball Project. And this week we have Cincinnati taking on the Padres and the Cubs. And later in the week, I believe the Montreal Expos are coming to town. The Rangers have, the Colorado Rockies coming to town. The Rangers will face off against the Milwaukee Brewers, who were still in the American League back in '93. 4 against the Brewers, 2 against the Blue Jays, 3 against the White Sox. And we won't do any of the games live on the channel, but we'll give you a full report with highlights and league leaders and the like on probably Monday night on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. And that is your channel updates for this evening. We've checked out the box score. Now let's get back to action. See if I can wake up and finish off what's been a very exciting and entertaining game. Very high scoring. Both teams on the point, on pace to put up 130 points, which would be a stellar night. And we will bring back the starters for both teams. We'll bring Van Leer back in with the 3 fouls. He'll have to be careful, but Bob Weiss certainly held up his end of the deal when he came in to play those extra minutes when Van Leer hit foul trouble in the second quarter. So here we go. Chicago controls the jump, looking to extend a 1-point lead. Sloan with it on the outside, working against Goodrich. He's going to dump it down inside to Chet Walker. Walker makes his way into the paint. Little jump shot is all net.
Jet from Van Leer.
You know, if it's little, it's got to be good. And Walker nailed that one for 13 points on the game. He leads all of the Bulls in that category. LA now trails by 3. The open man is Jerry West. Out on top, comes off a screen from Hairston. Dribbles to his left, shoots the fadeaway, no good. But the foul is called on Van Leer, and just like that, Van Leer is nailed with his 4th foul, and he is going to have to come back out of the ball game. They want him for the 4th quarter. West surprisingly misses the first free throw as Bob Weiss checks back into the game. We may even see Jimmy Collins get some run if Weiss gets tired before the end of the period. Second opportunity for West is no good. West missed them both. Burwinkle takes the rebound for the Bulls. That's 7 rebounds for Burwinkle. That's the high of the game. Chamberlain has been very quiet on the glass. Chicago runs the offense. Weiss on the outside gets it over to Sloan. Sloan shoots over Goodrich, no good. Sloan got his own rebound. He passes it back out on top. They swing it back around to Sloan. Sloan from the outside. Can he get into the paint? No, he tries to get it down into Love, and it's out of bounds, and Los Angeles will take possession. Sloan kind of got hung up in no man's land there. He was a little too far out to shoot. Couldn't get a pass into Love. That's a turnover. Los Angeles gets the basketball back, looking for their first points of the half. Trailing now by 3. They're going to swing it around to Goodrich. Goodrich has had plenty of space to operate tonight. His first shot of the second half is no good, but somebody got him on the arm, and that's going to go against Jerry Sloan. 2 fouls already on Chicago in the opening minute of the third quarter. Goodrich 89% on the Epic Basketball League season from the free throw line, and he hits the first. He hit them both. That's 22 for Goodrich. LA back within 1. Chicago basketball. They dump it down low to Love. Love working on the low block. Turns and faces. Fires from the baseline. It's
Bob
good.
Love from Weiss.
Love has just been automatic from the baseline tonight. He's got 14. Chicago back on top by 3. Los Angeles with it. Swing it around to Goodrich. Jump shot by Goodrich. Nothing but net.
Goodrich.
He got all of that one. LA back to within 1. We're picking right up where we left off in the second quarter with both teams on fire from the field. Both teams still at 63% field goal shooting for the night. Chicago up to 64. The open man for the Bulls is Walker. Walker dribbles to his right. Swings it over to Sloan. Sloan back up to Weiss. Swing it around to Walker. His jump shot as the shot clock expires is no good. Gail Goodrich comes away with the rebound for Los Angeles. Outlet to West, but Chicago is able to get back in transition on defense, and West pulls it back out and resets the offense. West topside, calls his own number, jump shot no good. Rough night for Jerry West, rebound taken by Burwinkle. Chicago comes back with it. They've got it down inside to Walker. Walker being guarded by Chamberlain on the switch. That's not a good matchup down low. He's going to kick it back out on top to Weiss. Weiss drives into the hoop. Chamberlain steps over and cuts him off. And Weiss's shot is blocked. Chamberlain got him. And Goodrich comes out with another rebound for the Lakers. Well played defense by Chamberlain, as he had to pick up Weiss on the screen and was able to get over and get a piece of that shot and deflect it away for the block. LA with a chance to regain the lead. They've got it out on top to West. West is going to bring it into the lane. Comes off the pick from Chamberlain. Layup by West. Oh, it's no good. He blew the layup. Another rebound for Burwinkle, Chicago basketball. Weiss with it in transition. Has an open jump shot, can't get it to fall. It spins out and Chamberlain takes the rebound. LA comes back with it. They work it down to Hairston. Working against Chet Walker inside. Kicks it out to Goodrich. 15 on the shot clock. Goodrich has it stripped and stolen by Weiss. Weiss picking up right where he left off in the first half, as he has provided a spark off the bench for the Bulls. Bob Love now with it on the inside. Turns and faces up. Goes Glass. His short jump shot is good.
Bob Love, from Weiss.
Another assist for Bob Weiss. Love now with 16. Chicago back on top by 3. LA with the basketball. Hairston has it down low. Looking to kick it back out. He wants West at the top of the key. Knocked away and stolen by Walker. Another fine defensive effort by Chicago, and the Bulls regain possession. Chicago has an open man in Walker. Walker with the perimeter jump shot. It's good.
Chet Walker, from Burwinkle.
Chicago now has the momentum. They're up 5. Under 9 minutes to play third quarter. Jerry West is looking to distribute. He's got Hairston inside. Guarded by Love. 8 on the shot clock. Hairston can't find a cutter. Turns and fires from the baseline. It's no good. Rebound by Burwinkle. That is his 10th. How about the line for Burwinkle? 0 points, 5 assists, 10 rebounds. I wonder if anybody's ever gotten a scoreless double-double in NBA history. Probably somebody like Ben Wallace, 10 rebounds, 10 blocks maybe. Weiss with it on the outside. Has Goodrich on the switch. Weiss crosses over, spins, fakes and drives, gets into the lane. Finger roll is up and good.
Bob Weiss.
What a fine game for Bob Weiss. He's got 12, and the lead for Chicago now is 7. Bulls opening up here in the third period. LA sets up the offense. Hairston with it inside. Tries to drop it down to McMillan. McMillan can't get a shot off. That's a 24-second violation and another turnover. LA's hitting a slump here. Their shooting percentage has fallen off. And they still have more turnovers, 15 turnovers now for the Lakers. And Chicago is threatening to run away with this one here in the third period. Dick Motta encouraging his team to keep the pedal to the metal. They look inside to Chet Walker, one of the dynamic duo. On the perimeter, swings it to Weiss. Weiss drops a nice bounce pass into Walker. He hits the jump shot, and
Chet
he's fouled
Walker
on the play by
scores
Goodrich.
from Sloan.
One shot for Walker as he tries to complete the three-point play. And the free throw by Chet Walker is good. Chicago now has a 10-point lead, 79-69. That is the first double-digit lead that either team has enjoyed here tonight. So Chicago has dominated this third quarter, and LA is trying to get something done offensively. They go to Goodrich, trying to break a 3-minute scoring slump, but Goodrich can't hit the jumper. Good defense by Sloan. Chamberlain takes the rebound. Chamberlain with the putback attempt is good.
Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain now has 10 to go with 5 rebounds. Chicago has the basketball, leading by 8. Open is Chet Walker. Swings it back out to Weiss. Weiss inside to Burwinkle. Burwinkle tries to get it down to Love, but that's a bad pass, and it's out of bounds for the turnover. LA with the basketball now trailing by 8. Under 7.5 to play in the third quarter. They haven't been able to get McMillan going tonight. West has struggled. They swing it back out to Goodrich. Goodrich looking to make something happen. Pulls up and takes the jump shot from 14 feet. It's good.
Goodrich from Hairston.
He is hot, says the play-by-play guy. And it is a 6-point game. Back and forth we go. Chicago wants Love. Of course, everybody wants Love. In this case, it's Bob Love. He gets the ball on the post, turns and fires and scores from the baseline. That's 18 for Love. Chicago back up by 8. LA works it around the perimeter. They get it to McMillan. McMillan's had a quiet night so far. He's able to pull the trigger from the wing this time and score that one. That is 5 points only for McMillan tonight. Lead is back down to 6. Under 7 minutes to play. Chicago runs an inside screen. They get Love open on the block against the defense of Goodrich, but we've got a whistle on the play, and that was an illegal screen. That one's called against Burwinkle. That is his third. And Burwinkle not very happy about that call. 10,000 referees in Chicago Stadium also not happy about that call. And they're letting the referee know about it, but their opinion doesn't matter. LA has the basketball back. They trail by 6. They're going to go back to Goodrich. This time Goodrich pulls the trigger quickly and nails it again.
Goodrich scores.
He is hot, and he is fouled on the play by Love. He got that shot off before Jerry Sloan could D him up. And Love tried to come over and get a hand in his face, and Love got a piece of the elbow. And that will be a 3-point play opportunity for Gail Goodrich. Goodrich connects on the free throw. That's a 3-point play, and the lead is cut to 3. Just like that, it was a 10-point lead. Now it's a 3-point lead. Chicago trying to regain their composure and get something to happen on offense. They look inside once again to Chet Walker. Takes it inside against McMillan, backing him down. Tries to dump it to Love. That's an ill-advised pass, and that is out of play over to Los Angeles. Momentum is shifting. Back and forth we go. Just a couple minutes ago, it looked like Chicago was going to run away with it. Los Angeles has crawled their way back into the game, and with a basket here, they can pull to within 1. Jerry West has a step on the perimeter. Gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
West from Goodrich.
Nice little give and go there between West and Goodrich. West finishes, and the lead is down to 1 as we're at the midway point of the third quarter. 6:01 to play. Weiss directing traffic. Squaring off against Jerry West. Tries to take it into the lane. Knifes through traffic. Gets into the paint, lays it up and off the glass.
Bob Weiss
Good.
from Borwinkle.
Nice assist by Burwinkle on the play. Burwinkle still scoreless, but with 6 assists now and 10 rebounds. LA sets things up. They've got McMillan once again on the wing. McMillan with the jump shot over Walker. It's good.
McMillan
Nate
from
McMillan
West.
Jim McMillan now heating up. The lead is back down to 1, 5.5 to play in the third. Open man for Chicago is Love. All you need is Love, says Chicago. His baseline jump shot. No, it's taken away by Goodrich. Goodrich swipes one from Bob Love. Los Angeles back on the offense, looking to take the lead. Goodrich has it on the perimeter, tries to get into the lane. Oh, but this time Sloan knocked it away and stole it. Good defensive effort by Sloan. And Chicago regains possession, looking to hold on to the lead. They look down inside to Love. Working back to the basket. Turns and fires. Layup is around the rim and falls off. Love gets his own rebound. Love with the putback attempt. Tips it up and good.
Butterbean.
That's 20 for Bob Love. Chicago back on top by 3. 85-82. 5 minutes to play here in the third. As the scoring continues at a torrid pace, both teams back up around that 62-64% field goal shooting again. Jerry West with it out on top. Guarded closely by Weiss. He looks to distribute. Can't find the cutter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. West takes it into the lane. Gets a pick from Chamberlain. Gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
West.
That's 14 for West. 85-84 Chicago. Setting up the offense through Love. Love on the baseline. He's been productive out there, but he cannot get this one to go. Burwinkle takes the offensive rebound. Burwinkle with a putback attempt. His short J is off the iron and pops out. Chamberlain gets the rebound for Los Angeles. Just when you thought Tom Burwinkle might score one, it bounces in and out, and he remains scoreless on the night. LA with the basketball. Trailing by 1, now 4 minutes to play in the third. They look for McMillan. McMillan has been hot the last couple of times. Walker's not a good defender. Steps away. McMillan has the outside jump shot, and he nails it. Quickly, McMillan now with 9. Los Angeles back on top. 86-85. 4:12 to play. Outside with it is Weiss. Weiss looking to get into the lane with it. Drives to the basket. Chamberlain cuts him off. Weiss tries to shoot it up over Chamberlain. His teardrop is no good, and Chamberlain takes the rebound. Back come the Lakers, under 4 to play. Open on the wing is Goodrich. Goodrich from the outside nails another one.
Goodrich.
That is 31 points.
Hairston.
Take him to the bank because he's money, says the announcer. And we'll have a timeout now for Chicago, and both teams will come with their bench mobs. So the same second unit that we saw in the first half. Flynn Robinson and Pat Riley in the backcourt. Keith Erickson will play the forward along with John Trapp. And down low will be Leroy Ellis for Los Angeles. Chicago now trailing by 3. They're going to come back with Jimmy Collins at the point. Jimmy King will play the 2 guard. Dinkins at the 3. Howard Porter at the 4. Very productive first half for Howard Porter. He really had a dynamite first half. 6 of 6 from the field, 12 points in limited playing time. So we're ready to head back to action now. Chicago with a 3-point deficit, but they have the basketball, and they're going to look right to Porter off the opening play. They drew it up for him. He takes the 10-footer from the baseline. It's good.
Howard Porter, from King.
Picking right up where he left off. Porter now with 14 to lead all of the bench players from either team. Lakers coming back behind Robinson. Working against the third stringer, Jimmy Collins. Robinson with a spin move. Oh, nice spin move on the perimeter. But he cannot get the layup to fall. It's batted around. Ellis takes the rebound on the outside. He looks to pass it back out on top. He traveled with it. Leroy Ellis got the rebound, didn't know what to do with it. And that's a turnover. Ball goes back to Chicago. Open for Chicago on the perimeter is Jim King. King from the outside. Gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
Jim King, from Dinkins.
That's 5 straight for Jim King. He's got 10 now for Chicago. 3:15 to play. Chicago back on top by 1, 89-88. Los Angeles looks to get something going with Flynn Robinson. He's not shy about taking it to the basket. Oh, but this time he drives to the lane and he's called for the charge. Easy call on that play as Robinson just put his head down and bowled right over Jimmy Collins. Chicago gets the ball back. Now 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Chicago up 89-88. Very good ball game here tonight in Chicago Stadium. Chicago wants to get it to Howard Porter again. Porter on the inside. It's kicked away by Trapp and out of bounds. Chicago retains possession, 14 on the shot clock. They dump it inside now to Clifford Ray. Ray has a mismatch against Pat Riley on the inside. Riley gives him space. Ray backs in, turns around, lays it up and good.
Clifford Ray.
Clifford Ray with 6 points now and 4 rebounds to go with 3 assists off the bench. Productive night for the big man. Los Angeles with it, it's Riley. Facing off against Dinkins on the switch. Riley tries to take it into the lane. Gets into the paint. Cut off by Ray. Shot is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Clifford Ray. Chicago has already turned around that 3-point deficit. They're back on top by 3 as the Chicago bench continues its solid effort here tonight. Jimmy Collins with it out on top, working against Robinson. We've got a whistle, and Howard Porter is shaken up on the play, but he'll stay in the game. Collins dribbling to his left. Sneaks it in around Robinson. Cut off by Ellis. The shot in the lane by Jimmy Collins is no good. And the rebound is taken by John Trapp. Trapp with the rebound for the Lakers. Back they come with Robinson. Robinson calls his own number. Pulls the trigger from 15, nails it.
Robinson.
91-90 now. Chicago with the ball, leading by 1. 2:18 to play before the end of the third quarter. They've got it with Porter now. He is about 12 feet out on the baseline. Can he get something done from out here? No, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound is taken by Robinson. And he will walk it up the court as Chicago gets back on defense in transition. Open inside is Leroy Ellis. Ellis works on the low block against Clifford Ray. Tough defender down there, but Ellis got it up and around him and got it to go. 8 points for Leroy Ellis. LA back on top, 92-91, under 2 minutes to play. Chicago wants to get it again to Porter. Porter having a career night in there. They can't find him. Collins has to take the jump shot from the perimeter, and he hits it. No, he missed it. It rolled out, but Dinkins got the credit for the tip in. Almost basket interference there, as that one was barely off the cylinder. But Jackie Dinkins gets the tip in, and Chicago goes back on top 93-92. What an offensive show we are seeing here tonight. These teams may break 100 before the end of the third quarter. Here's Flynn Robinson putting up a 15-footer, and he nails that one. These guys are scoring faster than I can announce. 94-93 now, Los Angeles back on top. We have had a ton of lead changes in this game. Jim King has it on the outside for Chicago. Crosses over, gets into the lane, goes to the left hand, lays it up and good. 95-94 Chicago. Minute 20 to play in the quarter. Here's Flynn Robinson again with another jump shot, and he scores it again.
From Erickson.
I swear, this is like one of those ABA games. We need a red, white, and blue basketball and some big afros out here. The way these guys are moving the ball and putting up jump shots, and it's just been a freewheeling third quarter. 96-95, still 1 minute and 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Chicago on the offense, they get it inside once again to Porter. Porter fakes left, turns right, double teamed, misses the layup. Rebound is taken. No, he's fouled on the play by John Trapp, and it will be 2 shots for Howard Porter. We haven't seen a whole lot of foul shots tonight, especially from Chicago. That's only their 9th and 10th free throw attempts. Yes, Porter hits the first. Porter missed the second. And the rebound is taken by Ellis. And with 57 seconds to play in the third, we're tied at 96. LA with the basketball looking to take the lead. Robinson comes off the screen. Has the open jump shot. Oh, it's around and out. Bounced around, rebounded by King, taken away by Riley. Los Angeles will have another opportunity for a fresh shot clock, as they've got 17 now on the shot clock, 43 left in the quarter. Erickson has it on the outside. Looking to distribute. Finds Ellis down low. Ellis backing down against Clifford Ray. Posts it up. One-hand runner is good.
Ellis.
That's 10 for Ellis. Our Red Sox fan says we're looking at about 130 points for a team as we move to the fourth. Yeah, Chicago is the second highest offense in the league at 119.3 points per game. LA is fourth at 117. So not surprising that these teams are lighting it up, but 130 is a very solid night for both these teams, as their average is slightly under 120. All right, 98-96. Chicago trails, but they have the basketball. 35 seconds to play. And they want to get it inside once again to Porter. Porter splits the double team, lays it up and good.
Howard
and he's
Porter
fouled
scores.
on the play by Robinson. Strong move by Howard Porter. He's got 17 on the game. Looking to make it 18 if he can convert on the three-point play, and it's good. Chicago now back on top, 99-98. 22 seconds to play. The Lakers will hold for the final shot of the period. And Robinson tries to get into the middle, but he's called for the offensive foul. That's going to be a turnover, and with 7 seconds to play, Chicago has the opportunity to get off a final shot and perhaps extend this 1-point lead before we go to the break. King has it on the outside. He's cut off by Trapp. The pull-up jump shot's no good, and that's the end of the period.
At the end of the third quarter, Chicago 99, Los Angeles 98.
Let's take a look at the box score for the third quarter, as it was 33-33. Each team put up 33 points in the quarter. And yeah, our Red Sox fan is doing the math for us. That is about 130 points for the game. And it is a very exciting game, 99-98 in favor of the Bulls. The Bulls have had some stellar performances. Bob Love with 20 on 10 of 18 field goal shooting. Chet Walker with 18. Burwinkle still scoreless, but he's got 6 assists and 11 rebounds. And look at that, 18 off the bench for Howard Porter. And another 12 off the bench from King, 14 off the bench from Bob Weiss. So solid effort by the Chicago bench. LA has been all about Gail Goodrich, 31 points to go with 2 steals and 2 assists. 14 and 9 for Jerry West, but he's got those 7 turnovers. And McMillan had a nice little spurt there in the third quarter. He's got 9. Wilt Chamberlain, 10.7 rebounds. And Leroy Ellis off the bench with 10 for the Lakers. So what a fine contest we're seeing here tonight. And I am very excited to get into the fourth quarter and see how this one goes down the stretch. We will stick with the second unit until we get to about the 8-minute mark. Although for Chicago, I am going to take a gamble and go ahead and bring let's bring Weiss back into the game. He's fresh. And we'll save Van Leer till the 8-minute mark and keep with the other members of the second unit. But Jimmy Collins, solid effort. Didn't record anything on the scorebook, but gave Weiss the spell, and Weiss is ready to run the second unit again here for the first 4 minutes of the quarter until we come back in with the starters. The opening tip is controlled by Los Angeles. Robinson to bring it up. Looking inside once again to Leroy Ellis. Ellis has done good work down low against the capable defensive Clifford Ray, and he gets around Ray
Ellis
again.
from Robinson.
Gets it to the left hand, lays it up off the window, and good. LA comes out on their first possession of the fourth quarter, and they take the lead, 100-99. Here come the Bulls. They want to get it down low to Clifford Ray. Ray working in the low post. Unloads from point-blank range and gets it to go.
Clifford Ray.
8 points for Ray. Chicago back on top. Los Angeles comes back. They've got Trapp open down low on the block. His short jump shot is off the iron, no good. Rebound taken away by Dinkins. Chicago basketball. Weiss to bring it up. Looks inside once again to Clifford Ray. 17 lead changes in this game. I lost count. Ray's shot is around and out, won't go down. Battle for the rebound. Loose ball foul is called, and that's going to go against Flynn Robinson. And that'll be one shot for Clifford Ray. Ray, a very interesting story. Had a very, very long and distinguished NBA career. He's just in his rookie year out of Oklahoma. One of only a handful of players in NBA history to play 10 seasons and finish his career with more rebounds than points scored. And he went on to play for the Golden State Warriors and was part of the 1975 Golden State Warriors NBA championship team. So we'll see plenty of Clifford Ray in the seasons to come here in the Epic Basketball League. Let's see what he can do at the free throw line. He is not able to connect. And the rebound is taken away by Erickson for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 1. 11:04 to play. Flynn Robinson calling for the offense. He's got a nice screen set up by Ellis. He gets into the lane, but his shot is no good. Erickson and Ray fight for it, and Clifford Ray comes out with it for the Bulls. Weiss brings it up. The open man for Chicago is Jim King. King works on the perimeter. Ooh, he gets around Pat Riley into the lane. His short jump shot is good. That's 14 off the bench for Jim King. Chicago out on top now by 3. 103-100. 10:53 to play. Robinson has it against Weiss. He's going to try and get into the lane again. Oh, this time he gets around Weiss. Cannot get the layup to fall as Clifford Ray got over there to change his shot. Erickson takes the offensive rebound for Los Angeles. He passes it back out on top. Los Angeles will get another look at it. Erickson now has it on the wing. 18 on the shot clock. He looks to distribute. Can he find a cutter? He finds Riley. Riley with the perimeter jump shot. It's good.
Riley from Erickson.
Nice teamwork there between Erickson and Riley. Gets Riley open for the jump shot. He converts that. He's got 6. It's 103-102. Chicago still with the lead and the basketball. with now 10:33 to play. Porter steps away. He's got a step against Weiss, but he can't get anything to happen there, and he is forced to call the timeout. And Chicago will inbound, 13 on the shot clock. Dinkins to inbound. Sends it into Weiss. Weiss works against Flynn Robinson, 4 on the shot clock. Weiss has to pull the trigger. He bounces it over to Dinkins in the corner. Dinkins is able to beat the shot clock, but he can't get the jumper to fall. He is fouled on the play by Riley. Oh my goodness, that is a bailout. Dinkins had to force that one off to beat the shot clock. And Riley was a little out of control coming over to help on the defense. And it is Riley who commits the foul. Dinkins will go to the free throw line. First shot is good. Second shot for Dinkins is good. He hit them both. Chicago goes up by 3. Robinson brings the Lakers back. Open down low for LA is Trapp. Ooh, Trapp with a nice drop step into the lane. Lays that one up and good. Good footwork by John Trapp. It's back to a 1-point game. Under 10 to play. Jackie Dinkins has the ball inside, posting up against Trapp on the switch. Dinkins has no other option. He has to turn and fire. Worried about the 3-second shot clock violation, but he rises up and gets that one to go. Off-balance shot for Dinkins, kind of a fadeaway, but he got it off the glass and through, and Chicago back out on top by 3. Robinson with it out on top. Always aggressive. Takes it into the lane. Oh, a whistle is called, and that is an offensive foul on Robinson, and that is his 5th. They've only got about another minute and a half for the before the starters come back in. So we will let Robinson play this one out. We'll just try to remember not to have him drive to the hole again, because that's about his 3rd offensive foul of the night. Good job by Bob Weiss on the footwork to cut off the driving lane and take the charge. Dinkins now with it outside for Chicago. Wants to dump it down to Porter on the block. Can't find Porter. Dinkins is forced to take the 15-footer. That's no good. Erickson takes the rebound for Los Angeles, and they'll walk it back up in the transition. Yeah, Chicago was able to get back. Lakers still trail by 3. Robinson has it out on the wing. This time he sends it into Trapp. Trapp's running hook is off the iron, no good. Clifford Ray takes the rebound. And Chicago will walk it back up. Neither team has had great success on the fast break tonight, and with the game this tight coming down the stretch, every possession is valuable. Weiss brings it up, working against Robinson. Weiss gets it down low to Clifford Ray. Clifford Ray on the low block. Guarded by Ellis. Lays it up and good.
Clifford Ray, from Weiss.
How about that? 4 guys from the Chicago bench are all in double figures, and Chicago has opened up a 5-point lead. Open for the Lakers is Riley. Riley from the perimeter. Gets the pass from Robinson. Tries to get it down to Ellis. It's slapped away and stolen by Bob Weiss. Chicago with numbers in transition. Weiss lays it up and good.
Bob Weiss, from King.
Nice little give and go with Jim King, and that is 16 for Weiss. Lakers now trail by 7, and they're going to go ahead and call their timeout. I'm not big on using timeouts, but we don't always get the dead balls that we need to get substitutions in on a timely fashion. And with Chicago pulling out to a 7-point lead, LA wants to get their first unit back in, and Chicago will do likewise. So all the starters are back in the game for both teams. Everybody is at 100%. So it should be a very entertaining last 8 minutes of the game. We'll see if Chicago can hold on to this lead that their bench provided for them, or if LA can once again climb back in with another run and make a ball game of it. Jerry West has it out on top. West from the outside puts up the mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound taken by Jerry Sloan. Chicago wins the first battle. Van Leer comes up and bounces it over to Sloan. Sloan's going to look inside to Bob Love. Can they get it to him? He comes off the screen. He's open in the low block. But Harrison knocks it away and Love loses it out of bounds. That goes back over to Los Angeles. Nice defense by Happy Hairston. Los Angeles with the basketball. They want it to Goodrich. Goodrich back into the game now. The leading scorer in the game gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
Goodrich.
He goes down hard. Didn't get the whistle, but that is 33 on the night for Gail Goodrich. And he is doing the Lakers proud. He is way past his season average of 22 a game. And he should be moving up on the scoring charts with tonight's effort. Back comes the Bulls. The open man inside is Chet Walker. Walker against the smaller McMillan is able to get into the lane and get that one up and good.
Chet Walker.
That's 20 for Walker. 20 for Walker, 20 for Love. As the dynamic duo for Chicago is doing work here tonight. And we're under 8 minutes to play. LA still trails by 7 with the basketball. West sends it over to Goodrich, gets it back. West takes it into the lane. Lays it up and cannot get it to go. We've got a scrum for the rebound and a loose ball foul is called on Jerry West, trying to pursue his own miss. This will be a one-shot opportunity for Norm Van Leer. And Van Leer misses it. So no harm there. As West aggressively went to the basket, aggressively went after the rebound. Committed the foul, but no harm done as Van Leer missed the free throw. West now brings it up for LA and swings it over to Goodrich. Goodrich looks inside to Hairston. Hairston works against Love. That's a mismatch. Hairston kicks it back out to West. West from the outside has it tipped away and stolen by Van Leer. Nice defense by the Bulls that time as Love locked down Hairston, forced him into the bad pass, and Van Leer stole it. Van Leer now brings it up and swings it over to Sloan. Sloan looks down on the baseline for Love. Knocked out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession with 11 on the shot clock. Walker to inbound. Open on top is Van Leer. Van Leer swings it over to Sloan. Back to Van Leer, tightly defended, stolen away by McMillan. Los Angeles has it 4-on-3. They try to take advantage of the numbers. They dump it off to McMillan. He gets in and lays it up and good.
From Chamberlain.
Nice facilitation by Chamberlain on the break. Chamberlain, good passer for a big man. That's only his first assist of the night, but he had a reputation of being a good passer when he felt like it, and he could score if he felt like it. The lead is cut to 5. Chicago with the lead and the basketball now. 7 minutes to play. It's 113-108 in favor of the Bulls. The Bulls working inside to Burwinkle. 16 on the shot clock. Burwinkle, a good passer for a big man. Gets it down low to Sloan. 6 on the shot clock. Sloan bullies his way into the lane against Goodrich. The smaller Goodrich, not known for his inside defense. Sloan gets his jump shot off the bank and in. 8 for Jerry Sloan. Lead is back up to 7 for Chicago. LA needs to make something happen. They get it to West on the wing. West jump shot from the corner, nothing but air, out of play to Chicago. Jerry West got a little too aggressive here in the fourth quarter. Called for the offensive foul and took a bad shot on that play. And LA needs to get some stops on the defensive end if they're going to climb back into this one, as we are now just about at the midway point of the fourth quarter, and Chicago still holds that 7-point lead. Open man for Chicago is Sloan. Sloan looks inside to Love. Love's covered up by Hairston. They dump it down to Walker. Walker tries to post up against McMillan. His shot from in close is good.
The Jet scores.
And he is fouled on the
Van Leer.
play by McMillan. And that is the fourth team foul already on Los Angeles. Chicago not yet committed a foul in this period. And Bill Sharman has got a few words for the officials as the foul totals are favoring the Bulls in this period. And they're already headed to the line. Chicago just has so many weapons, both in the starting lineup and coming off the bench. Walker hits the free throw. He now has 23 to lead the Bulls and 21 straight free throw connections from the charity stripe. 6:17 to play. Chicago's lead is back up to 10. That equals their biggest of the night. Los Angeles has to get it over to Goodrich. They need him to get going here. They can't find Goodrich. They get it over instead to McMillan, and McMillan is able to come off the screen from Chamberlain and bank that one home. Not going to hurt to get Jim McMillan going here in the fourth quarter. But LA really needs to step it up on defense. As Chicago looks inside to Walker. Walker posting up against Hairston. His short jump shot is good.
Chet Walker.
And Chicago keeps the pressure on. They're back up by 10, and we're now under the 6-minute mark. LA's looking again for Goodrich. His jumper from the perimeter is off the rim, no good. Jerry West sneaks in for the rebound. His first rebound of the night. West kicks it back out on top. They swing it back out to Goodrich. Goodrich off the screen. Merwinkle is late coming over. And Goodrich drills that one. He is scorching the nets. Towel him off, says the play-by-play guy. They've got some cute little play-by-play comments in the Action PC game. I'm liking that. It is 120-112 now in favor of the Bulls. 5:26 to play. LA desperately in need of defensive stop, but Walker once again is open in the lane. He's got a good look inside over McMillan, but he cannot get that one to fall. Bob Love sneaks in for the offensive board. Love with the putback attempt. His short jump shot is no good. And that one bounces out of bounds to Los Angeles. The Lakers caught a break on that one as they let Bob Love get in there and get the offensive rebound. But Love missed the putback attempt and LA comes out with it. Chance to cut the lead to 6. They're going to look inside to Chamberlain. He's the open man on the low block. He's got 10 tonight. He posts up, but he cannot get anything done. He was looking for a cutter. Nobody was moving without the ball, and Chamberlain's called for the 3-second violation. And most of the time when you're called for a 3-second violation, that's really a team violation rather than an individual problem in most circumstances. And that was certainly true on that possession as Chamberlain wanted a cutter, couldn't find one, and got stuck in there as the referee counted to 3. So a costly turnover for Los Angeles as we're now under 5 minutes to play. Chicago looking to go back on top by double digits. They look down low for Bob Love. They can't get it to Love. They swing it outside to Sloan on the perimeter.
Jerry Sloan.
Sloan's got room to operate against Goodrich, and he buries the jump shot, and that is 10 points for Sloan. He had a 10-point lead once again for Chicago. Under 5 to play in the ball game. West with it outside, defended by Walker. He takes the jump shot this time. It's good. Leads back down to 8. Lakers need a stop. Bulls look inside to Walker. And now we've got a whistle and a reach-in foul on Chamberlain. And Chicago is now in the bonus. That'll be 2 shots for Chet Walker. And Bill Sharman is really giving the refs an earful now because Chicago has not yet been called for a foul. Walker misses the first free throw. That's the end of his free throw streak. But the second one is up and good, and the lead for Chicago is now 9. LA looks to Goodrich. Defended by Sloan. Pulls the trigger. Off the front iron, no good. Rush that one. Walker takes the rebound. Chicago looking to take control as we're headed down to the 4-minute mark. And Chicago is looking for, once again, a double-digit lead as they go down inside low to Love. Posting up against McMillan. Short jump shot by Love is good.
Butterbean from Borwinkle.
Butterbean scores again. Chicago up by 11, their biggest lead of the night. 125-114 now. 4 minutes and 1 second to play. Los Angeles looks inside to Chamberlain. Over the much smaller Van Leer, lays that one
Chamberlain.
up and good. He's now got 12. Chicago coming back in no hurry. They're going to slow things down, work the ball around the perimeter. Now 16 on the shot clock as they dump it to Walker on the baseline. Working against McMillan. McMillan knocks it away and steals it. Here's a transition opportunity for the Lakers. Moving quickly with West. West takes it coast to coast. Oh, he missed the layup. Missed the layup, but somebody got him on the arm. They call that one on Van Leer. That's 5 on Van Leer. And Jerry West has the opportunity, with the clock stopped, to cut into the Chicago lead from the free throw line. West, an 83% free throw shooter, hits the first. The second shot for West is good, and the lead is down to 7. Can the Lakers get another stop? Open inside is Love. Love with the slam dunk. He got around Hairston, put that one up and good with the right hand and with authority. Chicago back on top by 9. Time running out for Los Angeles. The clock is not their friend. Here's Goodrich from the perimeter. Fantastic pass from West. Goodrich gets into the lane, lays it up and good.
Goodrich from West.
10 assists now for Jerry West. He's got a double-double, and that is 37 for Goodrich. But the important numbers are on the main scoreboard where the Lakers still trail by 7. Can they get another stop? Chicago works it around the perimeter. They get it down to Love on the baseline. 14 on the shot clock. Love pulls the trigger from 12 feet out. Can't get that one to fall. Another miss for Love. Another rebound for Hairston. And LA has a chance to cut into the lead again. Now 3 minutes to play. Lakers making it close. Goodrich is the hot hand. They want the ball in his hands in the clutch. Goodrich takes it into the lane. Collides with Jerry Sloan. No call. Goodrich misses the layup. Bill Sharman is furious on the bench as Burwinkle collects the rebound and Chicago gets another possession. Under 3 minutes to play now. The lead is still 7. Sloan brings it up slowly as they're going to work some clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Love has it posting up against Hairston. Love turns to the basket. Lays it up easy. Gets it to go.
Bob Love from Van Leer.
Love and Walker have taken over the fourth quarter, and Chicago goes back up on top by 9. Los Angeles again is going to go to Goodrich. He's their clutch guy. His jump shot from the wing is good.
Goodrich from Hairston.
He is hot. He keeps pumping him home, but the Los Angeles Lakers defense is letting him down here tonight, as the Bulls seem to be doing anything they want to do on the offensive end. Now here's Van Leer with a jump shot. It is rebounded by Hairston on the miss, but it's taken away by Love, and that's another possession for the Bulls. Costly turnover by Hairston after a good rebound. And it's going to be another 24 seconds for Chicago to bleed the clock. We're under 2 minutes now. Around the baseline we go. Walker posts up down low. They've already got it down to 5 on the shot clock as Walker takes the 10-footer from the lane and converts.
Chet Walker.
What a possession for Chicago. They worked the shot clock all the way down to the final 5 seconds. Got a nice shot for Chet Walker in the lane. He converts that, and with under 2 minutes to play, Chicago still leads by 7. And they have hit the magic 130 mark as predicted by our Red Sox fan. Los Angeles still hoping to get back into this one. Goodrich on the perimeter. Fakes. Oh, he got a nice pump fake on Sloan. Got into the lane. Missed the layup. Hairston pulls the rebound. Passes it back out to West. West sees McMillan open on the inside. McMillan with the shot. Defended by Walker. His turnaround jumper won't go down. That's a costly miss as Chet Walker takes the rebound. And Chicago will walk it back up the court. As we are now under a minute and a half to play. Chicago burns some clock. Van Leer is fouled by McMillan. He'll go to the line to shoot two. First shot for Van Leer is good. Van Leer during the 70-71 Epic Basketball League had a lengthy consecutive free throws made streak up into the 30s. Shooting 79% for the regular season on this occasion. No, he missed that one. Announcer's jinx as it's around the rim and back out. And with 1:21 to play, LA takes the rebound, but they still trail by 10. And it is desperation time for the Lakers. As once again they go to Goodrich. Nice pass from West. Goodrich shakes free in the lane and gets that one to go. West. More than anything, Chicago didn't want to foul on that possession as Goodrich gets point number 41 on the night. But again, the Bulls have the 8-point lead with 1:12 seconds to play. As Chicago brings it in, killing some clock, and here's another foul. This one is called against West, and it'll be Van Leer back to the free throw line to see if he can take advantage of the two shots. He hits the first. And the second one for Van Leer is no good again. Chicago leads by 9, but he's got a bonus here now on the ever so thrilling 3 to make 2. Third shot is good. Chicago's back up by 10. 1:11 to play. LA hustles it back down the floor. Goodrich to inbound. They go to West. West on the perimeter finds McMillan. McMillan rises up from outside. No good off the side of the rim. Rolls out of bounds. It'll go back to Chicago. As with a 10-point game in the final minute, Chicago's going to continue to burn some clock. And another foul. This time it is Sloan who will go to the free throw line for the 3 to make 2. Sloan misses the first. A better option at the free throw line. He's only a 66% shooter. As he drains the second. And the third attempt for Sloan is no good. So once again, only 1 point for the Bulls as Chamberlain takes the rebound. West brings it up. Open on the perimeter is McMillan. Moving to the baseline, takes it to the hole, lays it up, no good. Missed the layup. Chamberlain grabs the rebound. Chamberlain with the putback. That's up and good.
Chamberlain.
That's 14 for Chamberlain, but we're in the final minute of play now. And Chicago still leads by 9. Working it around the perimeter. And that's Van Leer takes it into the lane, and he's called for the offensive foul. That's a little brain cramp for Van Leer as they bring Bobby Weiss back into the game to replace Van Leer with 49 seconds to play and the Bulls holding on to a comfortable 9-point lead. Jerry West with it. He's going to take it to the hole. Dumps it out to Goodrich. Goodrich with the perimeter jump shot, no good. Burwinkle with another rebound for Chicago. Shot clock is still on. 32 seconds to play, 23 on the shot clock. As Chicago milks the clock. Down to 12 on the shot clock. They burn it down to 2. They work it into Love inside. Love rises up. and hits the jump shot.
Butterbean, from Borwinkle.
28 for Love. And with 8 seconds to play, it is once again a double-digit lead, 137-126. Fine effort by the Chicago Bulls tonight as the crowd here at Chicago Stadium comes to their feet. Goodrich is going to pull the trigger from half court at the buzzer. It's good. How about that?
Goodrich, from Chamberlain.
Goodrich was hitting everything tonight.
Final score, Chicago 137, Los Angeles 128.
As that is your final score. Your final score tonight is Chicago 137, Los Angeles 128. A 9-point victory for the Bulls on the strength of that dominant fourth quarter performance. And what an attack Chicago put up tonight. 28 for Walker, 28 for Love, 18 for Porter off the bench, 16 for Weiss off the bench to go with those 9 assists. And 7 guys from Chicago finished in double figures. Of course, Goodrich was the high point man for LA and the game high score with 43 on 19 of 28 field goals. A stellar performance. But Jerry West with the 8 turnovers proved costly in spite of his 18 points, 11 assists. And the Chicago Bulls were slightly ahead in just about every offensive category. But if you look at the assists, 38-28 in favor of Chicago, and I think that was the big difference in the game. 9 assists for Van Leer, 9 assists for Weiss, and 8 assists for the big man, Tom Burwinkle. All right, that is your final score for tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who checked us out tonight. The Epic Basketball League will be back next Friday night with a Silver Division matchup between 2 teams that are battling for the top spot in the Silver, hoping to get promoted to the Gold Division for next season, as the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Billy Cunningham, take on Elvin Hayes and the Houston Rockets next Friday night on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you to everybody who came out tonight. Our Red Sox fan hung around to the bitter end like real sports fans do. Dave Gardner, thanks for coming out tonight. Tribe Fan 879, always a pleasure. Bob's Tabletop Sports, thank you for stopping by. Philip Reynolds, good crowd here tonight in the Dave Cave. Thank you all for checking us out tonight. That's our stream, and I am out of here.